Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Mark Reacts. This is a different type of reaction series bit where I'm reacting to stuff that isn't like trailers or sneak peeks related to upcoming Scooby-Doo movies and stuff like that. So what this one's going to be is my first ever react to bad reviews on Amazon. I saw another video like it and I quite liked to do it myself, but this time I'm only going to do it on a Scooby-Doo movie, so I'll be starting on some of the old classics and work my way up. I won't do all of them because I don't want to make this video very long, but I'll do some of the original classics and then work from there. But I think the first one we should do is Zombie Island because I'm very curious to see what the bad reviews are about it. As you can tell, I ain't got no hat today because I just thought, you know what, if I want to, I might just do a video without my hat on because this isn't like normal series bits, so just for fun. It'd be pretty awesome. Okay, they have two of them. Which I'm very confused. No, they have three. They have four. Okay. Oh, this looks very favorable. So, I'm guessing they should all be the same ratings. Well, no, this one's two actually. Okay, so I think I'll do both of them and then see what's different between them. Okay, the first top one that we're doing, we're actually going to go over and look at the 1-star. There's some 2-star ratings, so I think we'll throw them in there. Because it looks very short, but only 3% gave it 1%. So 1 star goes, didn't get the DVD, LOL rubbish. Okay, first of all, if you didn't get the DVD, don't review the movie because you're leaving feedback on what the movie was, not how your packaging was. That's a different, separate thing you have to fill out. And if you didn't get it, you can easily just go on to your thing, request a refund, and they ask you why, you just say, it didn't arrive, I didn't get my disc. And they will issue a refund there and then, and it's pretty quick for Amazon now. Like, you can pretty much get it probably the next day, it's that fast, or the same day. Okay, this one, not for kids. Now, already, by the time I say not for kids, it is. I understand what you mean by not for kids, but let's read what you have to say. If you're buying this for kids of 5 or under, then it may not be suitable. I brought this for my kid and I was expecting it to be fun, comedy with some laughs of Scooby-Doo. But what it turned out to be was some more of the zombie movie, and similar to a manga horror. I guess the Scooby-Doo animation depends on where it was made and who was the director. My kids are frightened and didn't want to watch it. I didn't understand why until I watched it myself. From now on I will put it on for myself and then let my kids watch it later. In short, this cartoon will frighten little children. It wasn't that scary. I know I said as a kid it was terrifying to me, but there's a difference between petrified and terrified. Like, they're the two different things. I did find this movie scary, I will admit, as a kid when I was very young, but I think I was about 4 when I watched this or something, so I was pretty young. I didn't have nightmares. Like, I understood it was Scooby-Doo because it had like a nice ending. So I really wouldn't say it would give you nightmares for weeks. I would just say it was terrifying at the moment, but then you get over it and then you look back and think, yeah, you know, I was pretty ridiculous with myself. Now, the last one's a broken disc. Again, why are you putting it on the actual review thing? This is only for your reviews on the movie, not what you think of the quality of the disc or packaging, because it has nothing to do with the movie. That's just bad shipping handling. I'm sure I got unlucky with the discs I was given, but it wasn't play all the way through. Not bothered, however, as it was only brought for nostalgia. I played hundreds of discs in my DVD player, and the only DVD one to crash. You only brought it for nostalgia. Why are you giving it 1 star for the broken disc? It wouldn't really matter then. And again, you can just easily get your money back or get a replacement sent. So again, this could be easily fixable. You're just being a dick. So that was the first one. Let's go have a look at the second stars we're on here. Okay, 2 stars. Usual Scooby-Doo's gig, Velma's voice was obviously different, which I found distracting, hence the rating. So you gave it the movie 2 stars, not based on how good it was, not how based on the good animation, or story-wise, or the all the stuff that happened in the movie. You're giving it 2 stars on the pure fact that Velma's voice was different. Again, that shouldn't really give a 2-star overall rating for the show. You could give it 4.5 or 4 stars. The one below it saying quality, disappointment, and not a PG. I'm not a Scooby-Doo fan, but the little ones love the gang. The story, it has a little more imagination than your average Scooby-Doo feature-length movie, but the animation is clumsy and grainy. Also, parents be warned, this is way too scary and graphic to be a PG. I know this is a problem with attributes to the motion picture rating system rather than the writers with this particular movie, but nevertheless, we decided to switch off the movie and wait until the next screening until the nightmares have abated. It's PG, parental guidance. It's your fault if they got scared. So you shouldn't really say, oh, they should have rated it. You should have really used your common sense. If it says Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, I think that's a gag giveaway. But again, I wouldn't say it was really frightening. Yes, the first time watching it as a kid, yes. But it wouldn't give me the point where I had nightmares. So again, another point one. He gave it 2 stars, which is better than the 1-star rating, but still. Okay, let's look at this one, which has the nice slipcover design, which I do have that one, by the way. And I'm going to go with the rating system. This might actually be the same. I think it is the same. Yeah, this is the exact same one as the other one, so I'm not going to do that one. But then there's this one, which is the combo pack, and I know it has the Alien Invaders, but I want to see what people rated for the combo pack system. Let's look at the 1 stars. Okay, it's not letting me view the 1 stars. Okay, I guess I've got to scroll down and find them. You're making me work for this, ah. Okay, it says it's got 2% on the 1-star ratings, but I can't seem to find it. I've gone down. I load the international ones, but there is literally no 1-star reviews. I think this one's broken. Okay, that one's broken. Let's just move on from that one. Okay, 512. This is 5 stars. Oh, it does have some 1 stars. Let's see what this one is. Awful. Finally got round to watching this. Won't play. Could have got a refund or a replacement. I'm only giving this a 1 star because the system won't let me leave none. So you're going to leave a no star. Okay then. Save your money on this and hold out for a DVD of original Scooby-Doo or record from the telly. Storyline awful, not a patch on the older ones. In fact, the story is beyond awful and my kids hated it. Would send it to a charity shop, except some poor unsuspecting soul might buy it. You couldn't record this on the TV because that's the whole point of direct-to-video, that it wouldn't be on TV, that you would actually have to, you know, buy the home media release. Hence direct-to-video. And the storyline on which this goes was good. Like, it had... Okay, it was a true sequel to Zombie Island, and it still kept that genre of the supernatural with, like, you know, the real supernatural occurrence. And that's what people liked about Zombie Island, Witch's Ghost, and Alien Invaders. They had actual occurrences that were real, like, you know, supernatural stuff behind them that was quite nice. I know people don't believe that in the real world, but in the animation of Scooby-Doo world, that was really great how we had real monsters, real ghosts, and real aliens. Ah, we come into my most favourite one. This is not suitable for very young children. I love how he's had caps in "this is not." Okay, how did it ever get a U certificate? What are Hanna-Barbera thinking about by using this storyline? I am not reviewing this video from any moral high ground, but from the perspectives of a parent whose son was unsurprisingly frightened by it. I brought this video for my son aged 5, who is an avid Scooby-Doo fan. I was extremely disappointed and angry with the content of the video. It starts out just fine, with the ghouls being usually round of the locals in costumes, and nothing supernatural has occurred. However, having a master culprits, the video sets off on another track and moves into the world of the supernatural. It turns out that Ben Ravencroft, the Tim Curry character, is really a baddie, and then starts obstructing a witch from the dead who is trapped inside a spellbook, or rather smacks the evil dead. Well, of course, you know, gotta use some elements. Not the usual Scooby-Doo makes me believe hocus pocus, but real spells. genuine evil. The Witch Brings Pumpkins to Life sounds tame, but not as tame to a 5-year-old who has rumbled that this isn't actually make-believe. Trees come to life, trapping people in their roots, which grow out of the ground and wrap around the victim's leg, etc. Again, a bit too close to the plot of Evil Dead. Evil Dead wasn't really that scary. Finally, one of the good characters, who turned out to be 1/16 of the Wicked White Witch, is able to read a spell from the book and send the evil witch back into the book. She drags Ben Ravencroft in with her into the book, thus trapping them both for eternity. Somehow the book is then burnt, thus killing both of them, again lifted from the Evil Dead. I think this this person, Dudley, does not like Evil Dead. He just keeps on bringing up Evil Dead. Yes, they use inspiration from Evil Dead. So many animation shows do that. Well, not the exact same title, but they use inspiration from other movies. Nice story, guys. What were you thinking about? Is it a sad state of off affairs when this kind of material finds its way into a U-certificate film? It should not be necessary for parents to have a screen a U video to check that it does not contain graphic and potentially very frightening or real scenes of witchcraft and black magic. U certificates suitable for all, obviously not the case anymore, taking elements of the plot of very controversial horror movies, animating them and slipping them into a children's cartoon is just not right. Question is, how many more of these Scooby-Doo films are suitable? Okay, with them taking elements of other horror shows and putting them in Scooby-Doo, every animation show does that. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy did it, Courage to Carry Dog did it, Ed and Eddie did it. So many different cartoon shows from the 90s all the way to the early 2000s did this sort of stuff. And it wasn't for the kids to point out that's from Evil Dead, because the kid wouldn't know any references from the Evil Dead. Only the parent would. So if you're saying it's wrong having Evil Dead in this movie, is bonkers. Are you telling me your kid knows all the Evil Dead references? If you say yes, that's your fault for showing the kid Evil Dead. It's not the animator's fault for putting it in there, because those are more like Easter eggs for adults. You know, when adults watch it, that's from Evil Dead, that reminds me of Evil Dead. That's what they do it for. They don't go for the whole scenario. There's some stuff that has Shining in it from other cartoons, but you don't see people biting their head off saying, how dare you use the scene from The Shining. It's just how it works back then. They still do it now. Oddly enough, if you watch any show, you will see references from other movies. Now in Scooby-Doo, they do other stuff from other anime shows, or you know, stuff linked to it. But back in the day, when you're doing something like this, it was essential to have some inspirational work from other movies just thrown in there. You know, be like, oh, let's just do this, so that way the adults who watch it might get like, oh, that's from Evil Dead and that. At the time when I was growing up as a kid, I didn't know about any of the Evil Dead references. Like, I didn't know anything at all. Like, you know, I just watched the movie, enjoyed it, and really liked the ending. I didn't really point and say, no, that's from Evil Dead, I didn't like that, that sucks, that's like an 18 movie, how dare you do that to me? No, an adult, like Dudley has pointed out, thinks it's offensive, but only to him. But I'm pretty sure if you ask the kid, did you find any of the Evil Dead references offending, they're like, what parts were those then? You do get some really stupid people, and there's a comment as well. Oh god, let's read this comment. None as you are a moron. Just calls him a moron. Legend, Lloyd. Legend. We done Witch's Ghost. We done Zombie Island. Let's do Alien Invaders. Let's end the video off with Alien Invaders. Let's read the bad reviews. In fact, you know what? Before we go on there, let's look at the 2 stars on Witch's Ghost real quick. Let's see how low they got. There are none. What? 229 reviews, and it has a 1 star. You always get this. You always got some with 1 stars, and you can't review them. Oh my god. Oh no, but there's a 2-star one. Okay then, for this one, let's look at the 2-star one, because for some reason the 1 star's gone. Maybe it was removed or reported for abuse or some shit like that. I'm not the biggest Scooby-Doo fan, but some of them are quite watchable. Both me and the kids were unimpressed with the storyline and animation. Okay, so you're not a biggest fan of Scooby-Doo, but you enjoy watching some of them, but you were kind of unimpressed with the storyline and animation, and you gave it a 2-star. What was so bad about Alien Invaders, okay? Yes, it did have some boring things with the fake aliens looking like broccolis rather than actual aliens, and it did kind of put you like thinking, this ain't scary at all. But they did put real aliens in there, you know? That's a good sign. And you gave it 2 reviews for that. Okay, your Shaggy Scooby had that love moment, you know, why not? You know, it was their turn and they fell in love with Crystal and Amber. That was still a good scene until, you know, they had to say goodbye, and that was very sad and tragic. But I wouldn't really, you know, I wouldn't really say it was a 2-star movie. I would say 3. If I was being honest, like, I would date 3. If I was that guy, and I would give an extra star and just say I'll take 2 stars off because of the storyline and the animation. Granted, some of the animations could be a bit better, but you know, it just depends who's working on it and what you come out with. But I think that's going to be it for today's video. It's kind of one to get me out there, reviewing bad reviews on movies. I want to start with Scooby-Doo because that's what the majority of my audience is, and then I will move over to other shows. I also want to choose shows that like mostly people have forgotten about and people don't even know exist. Like just those odd movies that you just think, it's so underrated, but then just look at the reviews. Reading the reviews on the 1 stars and 2 stars are quite funny because just see some people give the most stupid feedback ever. It's just hilarious. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this kind of new series I got going, please remember to show your support by liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and turn on post notifications by ticking that bell. And I'll see you in the next one. But until then, take care.